backed by popular demand, the largest selling YouTube videos of all time. Tuned by Woody is here. All right, today we've had these in the shop for a couple months now, or about a month and a half. The ever coveted classified wheel set. We're going to talk a little bit about the makings and the workings and why everyone in the world should have a pair of these. So first off, we're going to talk about, it's a 2-speed hub system. So you no longer need a front derailleur, you no longer need a shifter. So just makes it that much easier. And just a beautiful carbon fiber wheel set. To choose, you have 3 options in these wheels. This one we're going to show you today is the CF G30. This is their gravel wheel, because gravel is all the rage, and this makes perfect sense on a gravel bike. There is a G30, a R35, and an R50. So for the road guys, you get the little bit deeper 50 mil or 35 mil. A lot of people kind of get confused on how this wheel set works. You picture, you start off on your front derailleur or front chainring setup. You go to a large cog, so that sort of mimics your big ring that you've taken out the 2 chain rings. So in my instance, what I'm going to run is a 48 tooth chain ring, which when I shift this mechanism in the back, it throws it down to a 33 tooth ring. So any climbing, any hill, it's going to be no problem. But we're running a pure setup of just a single ring up front. So it's amazing, it's clean, no more worrying about shifting a derailleur in the front and worrying about what gear you're on in the back. It's such an amazing system. You can get into, say you're climbing up that hill, you want to go big ring, you're just hammering away, pushing some serious watts. You can push that button instantly and it's effortless. You don't even feel the shift. All of a sudden you're down in your 33 and you're climbing nice and easy. Get back down in the saddle, nice easy climb to the top. So that's one of the biggest things that I found was, shifting under load, you can completely do it. Up to 1,000 watts you can push and shift the button at the same time, and it won't fail the system. It's reliable. It shifts down to those easy gears. Obviously they're carbon fiber, which everybody loves. Gotta have carbon fiber. Nice and light. So speaking of lightness, they are a little bit heavier than a traditional wheel, but sort of pretty much takes up the space of the actual shifter and the derailleur up front. So very, very similar weights to your traditional front derailleur and shifter unit. It's completely weatherproof, so you don't have to worry about, riding it in the rain and destroying some sort of mechanism inside. Very quiet clutch on it. The gear range in the back, this is what you get so far. It's a 1-piece steel cog set, so very stiff, very reliable, will last nice and long. And maybe let's talk about gear ranges a little bit on this guy. So if you have room on your gravel bikes to go to a bigger ring, some of the gravel bikes won't give you that space to actually be able to run let's say a 52 or something like that, or even a 50 on some bikes. So you'd have to check with your actual bicycle first to see how big of a ring you can get. But say I wanted to run, a 54, I'm going crazy, and that's massive. But that shift will mimic a 37 cog or a front ring. So it's like the shift from a 54 to a 37, climbing the hill, no problem. If you got room for 52, that mimics a 36. If you go to a 50, if you can fit the 50, it'd be pretty awesome. That goes down to a 34. So that mimics your compact gearing right off the bat in a rear shifting wheel. So again, just a nice clean, narrow wide chainring up front, and you're off to the races with this thing. Well, price is a little bit of a bigger one, but what you're getting and what you get to ride with, and price is not even an option. We're looking at around the $4,500 range to $47,000. It's definitely a little bit more money than your traditional carbon wheel, but you're taking out that front shifter. It's DI compatible, so if you have a DI2 setup, you already have the button in your shifter, you're good to go. If it's a cable actuated system, there's a remote shifter or a little button that we can put anywhere on the handlebar setup. Say you like it up top climbing, you can put it there. You like it in the sprint position, you can put it down there. You can put it left, you can put it right. Doesn't matter where you put it. So, and again, it is a little bit of a pricey situation, but if the guy that has to have the best stuff, this is it. Like I think this is the best invention since the SPDs, the best invention since sliced bread. This is a system that they've been working on for quite some time. So don't feel like oh, it's new, I don't want to go for it, it might break down. They've been working on this system for 7 years and have now, feel like it's a product that they're putting out there, and they're winning a ton of awards on it. They had it at Eurobike. It was one of the top, parts or accessories at Eurobike. It was quite well received by everyone. Yeah, I don't know if there's much else. This is the rear wheel talk about. The front wheel is here. A nice, deeper, wider rim with the gravel setup. The road setup, is going to be a little bit more of a narrow inside, and then obviously getting the different deep sections, 35 to 50s. Yeah, thanks for listening, guys, and everyone should be riding a classified wheel. It's time to shift.